I'm so happy you found Virago 24/7. If you're loving this podcast, please go to wherever you're listening and rate the show. 5 stars would be very much appreciated. I wouldn't mind a review as well. And also, please share this podcast with your friends. Hi, I am your host, Leonette Talley, and you are listening to Virago 24/7. Virago is Latin for female warrior, and 24/7 is for all day, every day. Virago 24/7 is a weekly podcast that brings diverse women together to talk about life and our experiences in this world. We share our views on self-love, mental health, marriage, children, friendships, and really anything that needs to be talked about. Here, you will find everyday growth, everyday healing with everyday warriors. Just give me my space to move. 'Cause it's my thoughts, what I want, and I want what I want.
It was like Colt mentioned. I mean, we're best friends.
Yes.
We enjoy being with each other. Man, we look forward to moments just with us. Mm-hmm. You know, now I will say this, because I've listened to y'all's live show the other day and today, and I was like, y'all take it to a whole nother level though. Like, we'll do date night. And our date night is either in here or in there, because we don't go out a lot to the restaurants. One, it's cheaper just to have your
own. We just like being at home.
Wine and stuff like here.
Yeah.
But y'all take it to another level. Y'all do it off of themes, off of movies.
Oh, you said
I mean,
you do your Lord of the Rings.
I love that.
Lord of the Rings too. Hey.
I was like, what?
I love that.
The world. Like, we love Lord of the Rings. I mean, we did Lord of the Rings.
We did a whole little marathon. He's like, you haven't watched it? This was early on in our marriage. I'm like, no, I've never seen it. So we like a whole weekend just
from Friday to Sunday.
Okay, can I recommend something? You know what? I have a gift. I have something that I would. That's fine. I got something I'm going to set up for y'all.
Okay.
But separately, y'all have to do your part, which I'm positive you will do. You got to give her the recipe for Lord. Well, not the recipe because you don't follow recipes, but like a general for Lord of the Rings too. Just a general.
Okay.
And I'm telling you, don't do it right now.
You said you do it in the fall.
Yeah, you got to do it in the fall. Fire. When it's cold out, have yourself some Lord of the Rings stew, and I promise you, if you are wearing a robe from we have these Pottery Barn robes.
We're ridiculous.
If you have those,
these fur robes that we love to wear.
We should, because we pretend like we're in Game of Thrones when we have he has a neat blanket, and I'm like,
okay,
that is your Game of Thrones.
So
blanket.
do that. So come out here, be in that. Have yourself that, and I'm gonna. We have something we're gonna bring you.
I love that.
And I guarantee you, the entire experience is going to open itself up. And I'll say this, we are huge fans of Disney. Mm-hmm. Everybody knocks us about this, and they start to, and then they're like, oh, no, I like it too. It's a whole thing. But the truth is, when we honeymooned, we honeymooned in Disney World.
Did you? I've heard of that. I've heard of people doing that. Is,
we are very fortunate, and this is a blessing upon blessings, that we had literally spent the past multiple years traveling the world. Mm-hmm. She had come to London for 10 days. We had been in Belgium for the best/worst day of my entire life. We had been in Australia for months at a time. And we were talking, and we were like, where do we want to go?
Yeah.
And we're like, I just want to go somewhere where everything's taken care of.
I love that.
Where we can just be chill
together.
And be kids and hang out. And I think that speaks to the best friend thing.
Yeah.
Someone said in this job that I'm working on right now, they said the other day, and it broke my heart because I wasn't in a position at the moment, like the timing wasn't right for me to say, that's fucking sad. But they said, well, you're married, you know. And then they went into one of those.
That comment, whatever I do,
because I'm like, no, I don't know.
And so I quietly was like, well, I'm very fortunate that that's not my case, but, and that was all I could say. But it just breaks my heart. Like, if you're in that position, don't be married. Please. Yeah. Please don't be married. Yeah. Don't worry about the divorce rate. Don't worry about everything else. What you need to worry about is the love you deserve, the love they deserve, the love that exists out there. And especially if you do have children, I'm a big fan of, and this may divide the table, I don't know, do not stay together for your kids, because if they have to watch you both being unhappy, they're going to learn how to be unhappy and how to just survive it.
That's what
I 1,000% agree with that.
It just breaks my heart.
It breaks my heart too. Yeah.
We normalize that we should accept that way of life too, and accept. Yes, exactly. That should not be normalized.
And I have to thank my sister Kaylin for this, because when we were first starting our marriage, she said, "You know what? I'm going to take the kids and let y'all have a vacation." Because when we go on a trip with our kids, now we call it a family trip.
Yes.
But when we go, it's a vacation.
Yes.
So she started that with us in the summer, and I think Khalil was like 1, and she came and got him.
Yeah.
They're from Arkansas. They got Khalil and Kaylin, and we went for a week just with ourselves.
Wow.
And we have not missed
since
that.
he's 13, so it's been 12
We
years.
have not missed that but one time, and that one time was probably one of our worst years of our marriage, because we need that time together.
Of course you do.
You need that one-on-one time that I'm with my best friend, we're hanging out. I mean, we were in Charleston, we were just together.
Yeah, we're just together,
And we binge watched stuff, and we ate good food, and drank good drinks.
I think
and
you kind of have to like the same thing.
It was amazing.
I think some of
You
my
got
friends...
back to basics.
Yes.
Yeah, some of my friends think we're weird. They're like, so what did you do? Like, I have flight attendant friends and people that have an itinerary, and we just like to go with the flow. Like, in our day-to-day lives, we have schedules, and we have this and we have that. So did you go see this and did you go see that? And I'm like, no. Like, I don't want to make any reservations. If we get there, if we want to go, we'll do it. If not, we don't. And we just kind of just go with the flow, but we enjoy it.
Speaks to how much you love being with each other.
Yes.
And that is the thing that I think at the end of the day, everyone who is looking to understand this, that's the thing you need to understand. You need to find somebody that you feel like you're having a slumber party with.
Yes.
Every night.
Oh my gosh.
No.
Okay, we think we're gonna be the bestest of friends. Like on the weekends, I'm like, all right, you ready for our slumber party? Like that's our thing.
That's what she says.
Like I don't say slumber, I say slumber party. I'm like, so we feel like we're literally, I'm like, what are we gonna watch? What are we gonna eat?
Yeah.
And our kids know that. Like we go out of town, they're not the kind of kids, because this is all they know is mom and dad go and hang out together. So they're not on our butts, they're not crying, they're not like, oh my gosh, because they know this is all they know.
The fact that you've built that into your marriage, that
That's
was
incredible.
so beautiful. And
We'll come down here and have date night.
Right.
Not like your date night, but we'll have date night.
you know.
And the kids know not to come downstairs.
Yeah.
Don't
it's
come
like,
to the basement.
Don't come. So, and they're old enough now that they don't really need us as much. So I just feel when people have kids, so a lot of the people that listen to this podcast are moms and they have kids, so they might be listening to us as like, well, we have kids, must be good that you guys don't. But it's like you guys are building a foundation so that when you have children,
Yes.
your kids are going to just fit into your world, not the other way around.
Yes.
And so that's how it should be.
But it's because of examples like yours.
it's so inspiring to hear this, because this is so rare that you built this kind of marriage and this kind of lifestyle, and the kids respect you.
They
And
do.
now when they go off into the world and they're looking for love, they have this example, and they say, my mom and dad did this, and this is what I deserve.
Yes, this is the love I deserve.
Yes.
Your actions over time have shown your children the love they deserve.
True.
And at the end of the day, if I could take your life and put it into like a description box for part of love, I could be like, hey, everybody, this is it. This is what we're talking about. It takes this much. It is all of this. And I think it's so hard. People don't see the amount of minutia that go into all of these things, but you are choosing her every day. You are choosing her every day, and it's not just every day; it's every moment of every day. And we've said this a lot, and I don't think we've said it on the channel. We've said it to each other a lot, and this is just something that we just haven't really openly said, which is the truth is, at a certain point, and I would say about 2 years ago, maybe 1 year ago, I think 2 years ago, I said to her, I need you to understand that I can't tell you anymore that I will be here forever and I will never leave you. I will never do these things because it diminishes every choice I make every day for you.
Right.
Oh my God.
Because we used to say, well, I will never leave you. I love it. Of course.
We'll be together forever, these things.
But
do I
then,
hope that? Yes. Do I have a lot of tattoos that seem to imply that? Yeah. Am I getting more? Very soon. But
well, let's leave that door open. That's a funny story.
That's a whole other thing. But I stopped liking this concept of I'll never leave you, because what that says is, well, we're set.
Mm-hmm. There's no more growth.
Who cares what happens now?
Yeah. Right.
And I don't like that. I like knowing that at any moment, this person that I love more than anything in the world could leave.
Yeah.
I like knowing that that she's actively choosing me by choice.
Yes.
Right.
There's something special. Yeah.
Yes. And I think that's where in the beginning, and I think I still have it a little bit, where my insecurities lie. Because I'm like, he doesn't have to be with me. And who am I to think I'm like this special, like, unicorn that, just like.
But it's not for you to think.
I know, but that's my insecurities,
Right, yeah, for sure.
It's like, so he doesn't have to be with me. He can leave me whenever. I can think that I'm doing the right things. But yeah, the fact that he's choosing, and I feel it, with each year that we've been married, I'm like, the little trust is, or like those insecurities, he's like chipping away at them. Because we can talk about your first marriage another time or today, but he's a doctor and she's a doctor and beautiful. And I'm like, so that didn't work out. And she's like this successful, like, woman, and they could have been like this power team, and here I am, with my little child and my little degree, and just trying to figure out life. And it's like, who am I if he didn't make it work with her? Like, so that was my thought process as a young,
of course,
20-something-year-old.
Because of what you've been told.
Yeah,
because of what you've been told. Love is it's a paper.
Yes.
It's a paper. It's a pros and cons
yes.
list.
Right.
Check.
Mm-hmm.
It's not.
It's not, exactly.
There are things that, and this is the cool thing. This is one of the things that it took me forever to understand. I don't get to decide whether or not she loves me or why she loves me.
Mm-hmm.
You don't, and you. I know. There's no and.
Yeah.
You don't get that. That's one thing you don't get. He decides why he loves you.
That's true.
And you get to accept it or not.
True.
I don't understand why I got this lucky very often.
I mean, same.
But that
the ladies
right there,
were like, "Shut up!" I was like, "Wait till you meet Colt, though." And they were like, "Just be quiet." You're like, "You're all so great." And I was like, "I just adore you so much,
yes.
and I just respect you so much, and I am so proud of him."
Yeah,
like
you can tell.
So
you can tell. I mean, we just met.
Rare,
yeah. We just met, and before I met you, I'm like, I felt like I already knew you because she she lifts you up, and that's beautiful. And that's what people say about him, like when he talks about me, and they're like, oh, you should hear him, talk about you, and it does warm your heart. Yes. It warms your heart, and then it's like,
how loved are we though, and how lucky? I don't want to say lucky. We're not lucky. No. We chose. We worked for this. We're blessed. Yes. We worked for it.
Yes.
But how lucky are we that we have husbands that whenever I go into a situation, and just again, I know this from you guys, whenever I go into a new situation, whether it's work or a new friend or, we're doing this, signed us up for this thing, here's this new world of people you don't know. They already know me.
Yes. Hello.
And they're like, oh my gosh, you should hear the way he talks about you. He loves you so much. And my goodness, you're amazing. And I'm like, what? And you just feel so loved and taken care of. Yeah. I feel like, it's that idea of, I say this a lot, but like the idea of you play so many different roles in my life. You are a nurturer to me when I need that. You make me feel protected. Not that I'm sure it can make you feel protected sometimes.
Yeah.
But
you do.
I just feel so held in this marriage. And I think that's what not a lot of people feel held in their marriages.
No.
Very rare.
And I always wonder why, because, where did that go wrong? I always wonder, it's like, you guys got married for a reason. Where, like, what? Like, someone dropped the ball where it's like, I'm not going to try, so you're not going to try. And it's like this kind of like, I'm not trying, so you're not trying. It's like this
competition.
Yeah. And it's like, well, why? Why do you have to do that? Can you just sit down and come together and remember why you got married? And if it's not happy anymore and it's not working, I don't know. I think one of my big things, and I had you take a test. I'm all about personality tests because I want to know how his brain
You have to
thinks.
take this test.
Yeah.
Send me the info.
So yesterday I took the Myers-Briggs test for the first time, and I've done Enneagram. We do all these tests. I'm like you, like we're gonna do this and we're gonna.
Yeah.
So yesterday I'm like, take the test so we know, and so then you can read all about it and just go down this wormhole of all these different things for your personality. I love that because I want to know what makes him tick. I want to know his love language. I want to know, okay, this irritates me, but this is why he does this. You know, this is, you know, sometimes his efficiency or him being so detailed, it's like, why do we have to know the little details? But that's what makes him,
makes me feel good.
Yeah, it makes him function in this world. Like, he needs to know certain things. And instead of getting pissed off about it, it's like, this is who he is. This is who I love. This is who I married. And those little quirks, I just need to understand why they're there. So I'm obsessed with like personality tests. So last night I couldn't sleep. I'm like, oh, okay. Like he does this because of this. And so
and you emailed it to me.
Yeah, it's just fun. It's just fun. I'm like, this is you. So read up on yourself and this is who I am.
Figure yourself out.
So I don't know. I think if you, I feel sad. I know in our last one that we did our podcast, and I think I talked about it on another show. I don't know what I talk about. I talk a lot, but Jenna had said when we were just sitting off mic, she's like, she doesn't like to brag about her marriage. She's just very, I downplay it. I don't really
remember
talk,
that.
Yeah, we don't really talk about it because I'm just like, not everyone, like people come and say things about their marriage that just, like how you said, like your friend's like, you're married, and you get that a lot. And I just sit there when people are griping about stuff, and I'm just like, I can't relate, and then I feel like
you have a problem being a braggadocio.
Yes, I do.
You don't.
I do. But I need to. Like, why should I be ashamed of something so beautiful?
God gave you each other. I mean, you worked for this, you fought for this, and you better put that love out in the world to inspire all of these people. I mean, they shouldn't be in that relationship anymore. This is so inspiring for us right now to watch you guys. Like, that's your gift.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's fun. We have fun, and I'm just,
we look forward to those. Like, you know, for a while there, we were just doing the 1 week, 1 year vacations.
Right.
Now it's like, all right, we're gonna go away this weekend. Like we went to Dahlonega 2 weeks ago.
Nice.
And did some wineries and
the gold mines. I'm sure you went to gold mines because I did that in elementary school.
We did.
Do you remember that? Did you go to school here? Dahlonega gold mines. Come on.
I went to high school here, but we didn't do them.
No, we didn't go to the gold mines.
Good on you. Lucky you. I went to Wendy's and the Dahlonega gold mines.
Well, it's grown now. Have you been up there lately? They have stores now. They have the university. I saw a Walmart, and we saw a Taco Bell. Like it's
so they spent their gold wisely.
It's like expensive a little bit.
Yeah,
it's such a country little area,
but
if you need to take Angelina, but the wineries are fine because they have a ton of wineries.
Hold on, I got to throw this out there because I was thinking about it. You guys need to take a weekend trip to Asheville.
Oh, we love Asheville.
Oh, okay.
It's our favorite too. Charleston and Asheville is like
okay, because when you said Charleston, I was like, no,
we love
Asheville. Is very good. I like the little library that's there downtown.
We love Asheville.
Champagne and you can sit there and read a book.
We love it. Restaurants just to die for.
So cute.
Yes.
It's so cute. We've been up there a few times, but
Asheville is really
we
good.
need to go back. It's been a minute, but
It has been.
We just eat.
We'll put
We
that
eat
in
our way through
rotation.
Asheville.
Well, because we were
Yes.
working there. I was filming. That's where Dirty Dancing filmed in Hendersonville, which is 30 minutes from there. So she would come out, and I think in one time we did 28 restaurants in 34 hours or something like that.
Because we'd be like, don't get full. Get
because we would get a cocktail.
You did it at the
Yes.
We had to try everything.
We just app.
Yep.
Yep.
And we go, what's
We didn't do as many as y'all did, but app.
we didn't do 24, but I got real drunk that one time Because we were
only reason we ate so many.
Drinking and napping.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't feel well.
Yeah, that was in Charleston.
Yeah, but it's so much fun.
fun.
It's the little things. My
It
God.
is. And like
the little
people are like,
things.
did you see the? And we're like, no, we
No.
didn't see the landmark or the
Nobody
this and
cares
that.
about that.
Yeah.
We just laughed
We didn't go to
all
the
day.
Biltmore. Didn't give a shit about the Biltmore.
We did go that one time. Because we're like,
We'll go the
I'm like,
next
we should do
time.
something
It was like the
touristy.
last,
It actually
like the
was
third or
fun.
fourth time we were there. We were like, we gotta go to the.
Yeah.
But see, that's it.
Never
The
go.
third or fourth time you're there.
Not
So
the
we
first
haven't
time.
gone.
But we did go just because, so we can say we went. But but
And
that's
I
not
hear
our
it's
thing.
beautiful.
It is.
but that's
It
not our
is.
thing.
It's fascinating.
We just
the history behind it, but
like we went to Turks and Caicos for
anniversary.
one of our anniversaries. I think it was like 50. Well, it was supposed to, I don't know. It was supposed to be 10 and then 11. I don't know. We couldn't go that year. But anyways, one of my friends was like, did you get to go here and there? I'm like, no, we just saw the ocean.
Yeah.
And the restaurant that was next to the
We were in
condo.
Turks and Caicos.
Yeah, I'm like,
We went to
did
the
you go
hole
see all
in
the
the wall.
things? I'm like, no.
Those are the
no.
best.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Oh, yeah, I
for
did.
food.
I don't really
yeah.
give a crap about sightseeing. I just want to hang out with my friend.
Yes.
Anybody who lives in New York, I promise you, is not like go see the Statue of Liberty, go see the World Trade Center Memorial, go see like those things. But once you, if you want to talk about just the things that are there, you're talking about local food spots.
Oh,
You're talking about
yes.
hole in the wall at times.
So when COVID hit, I think like the last hurrah that we had was when we went to Miami.
Yeah.
I love Miami. Like I have
And
a
I had never
soft spot
been.
for it.
Really?
But I love Little Cuba over there, and we were like, okay, I don't know who we asked, but someone made a recommendation. I was like, I want like the music, I want the bands, I want the food. Where do we go? And they dropped us off like in the middle of Little Havana.
Yeah. When she says somebody, she means the cab driver.
But we
She
were
just
like,
asked
yes,
the
right?
local guy. I was
That's what you should
like, "What's
do."
up?"
And it's like, what's
and
going
it
on?
was so good. And you said the whole fish though. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had
Oh,
the
yeah.
best spot at the bar, the live music. It was like something out of Chef. That movie,
Yeah.
you know? And then they brought out the full fish. It was so good.
Oh, yeah. To hear more amazing female warrior stories, hit that subscribe button and give us a 5-star rating. We would truly appreciate the love. Now back to our show. We can talk for hours. It seems like
Yeah.
we've been talking for an hour and a half, and I had so many other things that we can dive into, but hopefully we can get together another time and really
hope
dig
so.
deep into, you know, I feel like this episode, I just wanted to lay the foundation of what works for us.
Yeah.
What works for us may not work for other people. And then we can talk about next time, just like the details of things,
Yes.
of arguments and how we
Yes.
communicate and give examples of that. So I want to thank Angelina
Thank you.
and Colt
Definitely.
for coming on my podcast. And
It's
I
so
really,
good to
really
see you guys
appreciate it.
together.
Yeah.
Yes. Like
I was gonna say, and Philip.
she also
Bella, I thank
also
you
don't
for like taking time out of your day of learning about teeth
No problem.
to be here with us.
No problem.
That's a big deal. And next time I'll give you a better reaction, like, oh my gosh.
Well, next
Like,
time
I'll
you won't
practice.
have to give me a reaction.
Oh,
'cause
okay.
I'll plan better.
Because you'll plan better. Thank you, love.
plan
Thank you,
better.
love. I appreciate
You know
that.
what though? It's because you'll plan better. She'll give you a better reaction. Right?
Exactly.
Thank you.
There's no conflict.
Yeah.
There's not
Yeah, see?
a course that
See?
you're going to.
See, it was like when you vacuumed and you wanted the gold star. It's like, I'm here. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I remember. So I said that. I remember saying it. She walked in. So we were in. That was our 8th Street apartment in Hoboken, New Jersey.
Yeah.
This was our first apartment together.
Okay.
And I remember she came in, and I was like fucking beaming ear to ear. And I was like, the thing is, I had the vacuum out, and it was like wrapped up, but it was in the corner, and I was just smiling, and she was like, hi.
like what?
Now, I need to preface this with, she wasn't just like out shopping. She was fucking working. She was on the TV show Smash.
Oh.
Okay.
So that's the
cool.
season 1 of the TV show Smash.
Okay.
My job, my very important job, because I was injured at the time, so I had to leave
We
my
had like
Broadway
4
show.
herniated discs. So
Oh,
goodness.
that was,
Whatever.
So you
It
were
was fine.
recovering, so I
It
couldn't
was
be
fine.
too mad at you.
But well, thank God.
Oh my gosh, he was vacuuming and he was injured?
Don't give him more praise.
Thank you, Leah. Thank you.
Gosh.
tired.
To be fair, I had been sitting on the couch for weeks at this point. So I would go to PT in the morning, but I would drive her to set in Long Island.
I know. He
and
really was
drop
so
her
sweet.
off.
He didn't want me to have to drive myself, so he would wake up at like 3 a.m. and drop me off at 7.
Oh my goodness.
He did.
It is
And he vacuumed.
It is.
And he
what it is.
vacuumed.
But we
You
were.
need to keep him.
So we.
You need to keep him, okay?
We had gotten into this whole thing of like, so anything to do with gluten, and I know this sounds like a very strange thing, but anything to do with gluten has become my thing. Whether it's
cooking wise,
whether
yes.
it's breads
doughs, he's
or
good with.
pastas or alcohol. I deal with that part of the relationship, and at that point we had started making pasta in the house, and she made it first, and I came in, and there was just fucking. I was not used to Italian people. There was
So there's a lot of.
there was pasta everywhere.
Oh, you're a messy cook.
Oh my, no.
He's a messy cook too.
I mean, like the apartment wasn't white, and there was so much flour. It looked like Pottery Barn. It exploded.
Pottery Barn.
Oh wow.
And you were decorating it.
It was like an Italiano Pottery Barn.
The pasta, because the pasta.
So are you making it from scratch?
Oh yeah.
That's amazing.
Oh, it's
The
crazy. It's so
KitchenAid
good.
with the
We'll make you some gnocchi at some point.
He's
We'll
the
make-
best gnocchi maker.
Well, she got me a gnocchi roller, and I love making pasta in the first place.
That is so fun.
I'm not good with like flour. I'm like I don't have the patience to like knead slowly, and he's really good at like
So you're-
working it in,
and you're like,
and I'm like get her done, and I put the KitchenAid on, and it goes poof.
Oh, yeah, when I say
so
efficiency,
you walked in and you're like, and he was like, what the hell
and
now?
I fully did. I like kind of hobbled in like Quasimodo and looked around and was like,
She needs
wow,
help. She needs help.
this is bad. I should learn to use the KitchenAid because this
Oh my
can't
gosh.
possibly
Can you please?
be my future.
I need a video of you doing this. I have to see.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty
And now I
bad.
just leave him to it. But
That is so
I
cute.
also love to make a mess in the kitchen. So I'm like, I love to like just give you a surprise flour toss. You know?
Oh shit!
Right.
I actually, I'll text you all a picture of that as well as the back of the Jeep and the flour toss, because the last time that we made, because she does this beautiful Asian inspired like fried rice, and it's like incredible.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I
Like
heard
when we
about
did
the fried rice.
Mulan, the new
Amazing.
Mulan that came out.
Yeah.
She did an entire. She makes spring
Gosh, we
rolls.
watched it. We didn't have a theme.
See, I told you, they take it to another level.
You gotta
Take
do
it to another level.
She makes the spring
Okay, we
rolls.
need
She
to
makes
try
egg
it.
rolls. She makes a
Seriously.
fried rice,
That
a
is
whole
so
beautiful,
While they're watching the
absolutely
movie.
stunning.
Like if you watch In the Heights, I don't know if you.
Oh, I want to watch it. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
God.
You do your like.
I'm so
Do
excited.
the thing.
You're-
I'm
Okay.
so excited. I know
Well-
I've talked about this a lot, but I'm so excited.
I know it's gonna be.
I
Have
saw
you
it.
watched it? You see? You
I mean, I saw
Okay.
it in the Heights 6 times on Broadway.
Okay.
And Andy Blankenbuehler, who choreographed it, was my idol of dance growing up.
Really?
Yeah, like, so he did, I've talked about this a lot, so if you're a part of Lover, I apologize.
We're just keep going.
he-
Yeah. We're just gonna.
So Andy was in Fosse, the original Broadway company, and he is on Tony's performance in the 90s of Sing Sing Sing, which is the most incredible number ever. And Angelina, this is one of the reasons I'm not gonna lie that I fell in love with her, was she was like, oh, I did Fosse. She did the world tour of Fosse. And when you watch her dance, oh my god,
Beautiful.
and it's not just beautiful, it's just, so the same thing that I got from Andy was the same thing that I got when I watched her dance for the first time, which was there's something visceral. And that's this very specific word that I mean to use. There's something visceral, it's guttural, it's intrinsic, it's whatever means it's fucking born in your spinal cord and explodes out of your soul. And you if you don't have it, you don't have it. And that's okay. You can't learn it through technique.
Yeah.
But she has it and he had it. And I used to watch this, so I recorded this Tony Awards performance, or I found a recording of it. And I would go downstairs and I had hey kids, there used to be things on a TV called a VHS. And they were attached to the bottom of these giant computer size.
We just got rid of ours when we moved to this house. Yeah, we had it and we
That was so
actually used
convenient.
it.
The one that was in the TV was so.
It was attached, and I was like, holy shit, it's one big piece.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, you're doing it. You're doing things.
And I was apparently just rolling in it as a teenager. And but I had a tape that had I had a video of Annie Blankenbuehler. I had 2 videos that I watched as a dancer, because I got started very late. I was 15, 16
when you started dancing. Okay.
And so I had a video of him, and I had a video of Baryshnikov, which was all of his big pas de deux and solo dances and male variations. But this video of Andy Blankenbuehler, I was obsessed with. This is one step. And just the way that he does it, it was something otherworldly to me. I had never seen anybody live so much. Like I say that when we dance and when we teach, I always say we are, as dancers, we are the personification, we're the physicalization of music for those who can't understand it otherwise. That's your job. Your job is to be this music in physical form. He was, and I know a lot of the other people that were in that. Nobody did it like that. Nobody did it like him. So when In the Heights came out, and I was a relatively new dancer, and I suddenly saw someone doing something akin to hip hop that I understood, but also on Broadway, and I felt it and I understood it. I connected with it, and I just died over it. And so when then Lin-Manuel was a part of West Side Story.
Yeah.
My oldest would be in love with this conversation right now. She's all about this.
Of course.
Yeah,
and I mean, we should all do a podcast with her because
she loves this stuff.
Especially with Broadway studio stuff.
How about when we launch the Broadway studio, we'll do it here with you.
She would love. Yeah, we would love that.
That would be awesome.
Because when I sat in the theater the first time, because I saw the original company of In the Heights, so Lynn on stage as Usnavi, and I saw him 3 or 4 times, and then I saw both understudies. So when I found out the movie was coming out, I got worried, and then I saw the trailer, and we did a reaction on the channel to it, or I did a reaction on the channel to it, and I just melted because what I feel has been missing from so many movie musical adaptations is, do you get the same feeling that you get in the theater? And there's something so spectacular when you know something intrinsically, when you know something, and I hate to try and draw a parallel here, but there's something in your business that you know that nobody else knows. That when someone else does a new version of that, that you go, fuck, this is it, right?
Or not sometimes.
Or that it's not, and you go,
right,
bitch, you're missing how can you miss this?
Right.
But everybody else falls into it. Right. But you see it clearly. Right. And we've been really blessed to be a part of this and to see it so clearly, and specifically Andy,
So you're excited about it?
So we need to watch it. I wanted to watch it with Kaylin, but she's off to school, so she needs to come home and watch it together.
Watch it.
Yeah.
Take a weekend trip.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
She will.
I mean, I can keep talking and talking, but I know we have to
let's
end
save it for another day.
We need
This is the beginning of many conversations.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, I love it.
I hope.
Thank you. I hope so too. This has been fun.
Absolutely.
This is a new relationship.
That's true.
I'm so happy we're here, Philip.
You know what's funny? I told this to Leanette this morning. She posted something that you and when you were at Jenna's house.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So I've never seen you before. So I looked at the photo and I was like, man, she looks familiar. But I don't know why you were familiar. But I feel like that's just, I don't know. To me, that's like God telling me that this is someone that's been there somewhere, somehow. But
I'm like, well, did you see her when I posted it when she was on the show and I posted our pictures?
I said,
you
no.
know, he's like, no, I didn't see that. He's like,
I listened
no,
to the
seen
show.
Her. Yeah.
Right.
So I've heard you before, but I've never seen you before until this morning. I looked at the whatever she posted on Facebook. But yeah, so and I was listening to y'all, watching y'all's show, and that just killed me. First, especially Colt's reaction to coffee. when you made this coffee, this almond joy coffee.
Oh my God, it's so good.
You thought it was
sometimes those go on forever.
you thought that was like the best coffee. I mean, he went from a 1
espresso here.
He went 1 to a 12.
Is it good?
And that taste of that coffee, and I was like, "Dang, I want some almond joy coffee." I don't even like almond joy.
All right, I'm not gonna lie to you.
That's
She
amazing.
definitely made that this morning before we came
That's
here.
amazing.
I'm not lying to you at
I
all.
didn't do that.
And
He
I
said,
was
can you mix the 2 pods? I was like, okay.
So do you grind the
Oh, girl, I'm not a
chocolate? Like, where do you
No,
get the
you
almond
don't do
joy
anything.
from? I'm like, do you get the...
No, it was a joke.
It's
It's
a-
a joke. Nespresso came out with coconut, and then they have a chocolate one. So
we just mixed
And you
them.
combine it. I'm like,
we mixed it in one big cup, and then we
Okay.
split it between the 2 and I added ice.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
got so
It's like much less fancy
not
than you
that-
think.
Oh, I'm like, that sounds so fancy.
He's just very excited about it.
I just
He
do,
was so excited about
I
it.
do cafe con
I
leche,
like
said.
almond joy a lot. But how about this? This morning she goes, do you want a peanut butter or a chocolate one? And I said, the fuck? They have peanut butter now? I like lit up. And she goes,
No.
no.
No. Why are you messing with him? I love peanut butter and chocolate combination.
Oh,
that
me
is like,
too.
ooh.
It's life.
It's so, yes.
So good.
How dare you tease him?
and, and she just said no.
But it
I meant
sounds good.
coconut. And I was like, how did you need coconut?
Something.
Those letters are so far apart in the alphabet. Why would you do that to me?
Were you just
love
messing with him? You just
No,
wanted to
I was
say,
so like half awake, because he got home so late last night, and
Because I don't get done with work right now until about midnight.
Wow.
Seriously.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you working on now?
It's a new show that I'm working on, so I just it starts late in the day and then goes
And then
until
goes late.
at night, and then
Oh, dang.
when I get done, I come home and she's has this beautiful
still eat late. We still, like, because we're like,
we
sleeping
start eating
midnight.
around midnight to 1.
Really?
Well,
So
to
your
be
shift,
fair,
yeah.
it's what we call show schedule.
Okay.
Yeah, our
So-
show's good. So we get home at like what, 11?
So when you get done on
Show.
Broadway, you get done at 11, you drink for an
11:30.
hour, and then you eat
And then
around midnight. And you go to bed around 1, you get up around 9, and
Some
it's
people
just
don't.
a
Some
shift.
people are like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have dinner before the show. I'm like,
Oh,
that's not fun.
I don't understand how you do that.
Can't like
That
enjoy.
is so funny because our schedule is not like that. But some people think 8 o'clock is late to eat dinner. But he likes to come home. You were mentioning probably hour and 15 minutes. At the hour mark, you were mentioning his work. He manages a lot. He manages a lot of women and women with a lot of emotions. So when he comes home, he decompresses. And so he sits on the deck. He has his scotch. He, listens to music. And
Yeah,
so,
cigar.
and so I just I know that's his quiet time. And then in an hour or two, we'll eat dinner. I feed the kids before, and then I like to eat with him. So we
That's cool.
we
I
either
like
eat
that.
and talk, or we eat and watch a show, one of our shows. So if we had that schedule, I think we would do the same thing. Like I would wait for you.
Probably.
Yeah, I would do that.
It
I
seems
would
very
literally-
clear that you would.
Yeah.
The fact,
And I could be starving, and I'm like, "Are you ready to
but
eat
you're,
now?"
it's so
Are you
cool.
done
I know it's so
decompressing?
weird. Like, why am I waiting for him? But it's just a thing. Yeah, it's a thing.
But it's not weird.
It's not
Yeah.
weird.
But we've
For
been
some people, it would be weird.
But that's the thing.
Yeah.
We've been trained to think, oh well, for some people it would be weird. So for me, it should be weird.
Yeah.
But the truth is, for y'all, it's not weird at all.
It's not.
Just like for us, it's not weird at all.
Yeah.
It would be if you had said, and I eat with the kids, and then he comes in and eats by himself.
Yeah, no.
And but that right there,
Yeah.
that's the thing that I promise you. Had you said that, and this is not to ostracize anybody,
There's people
to
that do that.
ostracize, because people have their own things. But that right there, had you said that, would be the thing that we would go.
It's so weird. Maybe they don't have a good marriage after that.
And we would suddenly sit back and be like, I no longer know what to say to you. Because that's not something I get.
Yeah,
Right,
and it
right.
sounds kind of so like Philip will say sometimes he'll just eat. Like he's not really giving me permission to eat. You know what
No.
I'm saying? It's just more like it's cool because sometimes I'm like I'm just hungry. I gotta eat right now. Like I can't wait until later. But I don't know. It's just the thing that we do. And last night it was 9 o'clock, and I'm like, damn. We were both out on the deck just chilling. I'm like, I can't believe it's fun.
Yeah.
We we should go eat. We should,
Yeah, we didn't eat
wrap
till
it
like
up.
10.
I don't know.
We're
It's
in a
like,
hotel.
so I get it.
We're
Yeah, we
love
took
that.
our food to our hotel. I'm like, do you
love
want to
that.
eat down here or go up to the hotel room?
So let's go to the hotel room.
Just so you know, we're gonna steal that from you.
Yeah, our hotel
Hands
room.
down, we're gonna steal that
And we
from
have
you.
these little
Trays.
trays.
Little trays?
Yeah, we got a little trays. I mean, we have a couch up there, but we don't really have like a table, so we just bring our little trays on the couch.
That's
Watch our
sexy.
show.
Oh, we're fully every night sitting Indian style on their couch, just table right up against it.
Yeah.
Just okay.
Yeah.
Let's
watch
this
our
was
show.
We
a hard
talk
thing.
for like an hour and a half, and we're like,
Yes.
want another round?
Yes.
That's the
have to
hardest
go to
part.
bed.
Yes. Oh my gosh. When
Yes.
you're with your best friend, it is hard.
Yeah.
Like it is hard to just be like, all right, it's time to go to bed. We have, you have to get up early
Yeah.
for work or whatever.
We have plans to go to bed, but they
I
never
don't know.
work
We
out.
have fun. But before we end, I know we can keep talking, but we didn't say that you, Colt, that yes, you're a performer, but you've gotten into television and he was on This Is Us.
Yes, our favorite show.
For my people that are listening. And so the other night when we were watching, we're like, okay, we have to watch our episode and we're eating. And I'm like, wait a minute. That's Angelina's husband. Like, that's him right there. Like, that's him. So it was really cute. So I told him that already, but I wanted my listeners to hear. But I just thought it was so cool. Like, we're about to meet him in a few weeks as we're eating our whatever we were eating. It was funny. Like, you pulled out the picture of him, and Jennifer was like, your husband works out. And she's like, yeah. Oh my gosh, he looks like this. Like, this is what he looks. I'm like, you should see the episode. You can see all of him.
You can see all
of him. Not just what they show on the
can see.
internet. Like, he only had like a little towel.
I had a towel. No. So you got to remember that on set. So they're filming that from 6, 8, 12 different angles.
Yeah.
So it's not just like the amount of time you see it that I was on set like that. And I happen to be like one of the things that when you go into a situation like that, they say, I need to know that your client is okay with this amount of nudity or this amount of
They have to
blah,
make
blah,
sure you're
blah,
comfortable.
whatever it is.
Okay.
And so I'm standing on set, and they keep rushing out to bring me this diver's jacket, which is like essentially a very warm trench coat.
Okay.
Like it's floor length,
Like in
just
between
like
takes.
Prada. Like it's like very warm, and people are running
it
out to
cold?
put it on you.
Were you cold?
It actually, even in California at this time,
It gets chilly.
it was cold
Really?
that day.
Okay.
It's cold
So
when
if
you're
you
down
look
south,
in any of the scenes, you may see that like everything is very perky.
We deleted that show, but maybe we can just go back and
But just so you know, it's perky because it got cold.
Oh my
It got really,
got
cold,
really cold.
and I'm butt ass naked.
Oh, I was going to ask you, did they put something on you, or it's just a towel in front of you?
There is technically something called dewy.
A dewy.
Like a do-rag for
essentially
Yeah.
it's sticky and it goes amongst the front of your
Okay,
private parts
okay.
and it goes right on through
Oh,
to
okay.
the back and then sticks to the back of your private parts.
Oh.
Yeah.
So when you take it off, does it
It's
hurt?
very painful.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
Especially because it doesn't stick very well with the stuff that is on there. And
Didn't
then
they tell you to shake your
habooey.
cheeks?
A habooey.
Oh, a habooey.
Wait, what's a habooey?
That's what it is.
That's what it's
That's
called.
what it is.
It's not a Dewey, it's a
It's
habooey.
a habooey. I need to look this up. I want to see what this
Oh,
looks like.
just so you know.
I need to see
You
a
wanna
picture
Google
of
it.
a
So
habooey.
imagine
there
if you
different
will,
sizes of
because
habooey
this
or
is
just do they stretch?
yeah.
I'm like, is it one
no.
size fits all?
There are both sizes. There are sizes, and I promise you,
Oh my
no
gosh.
matter what, this is not like some ego trip. It doesn't. Nothing ever fits.
Okay.
Nothing
They
about
need to
it.
get the biggest size for Colt.
But no.
the extra large.
It's not even that. It's just that I promise you, no amount of sticky material fits betwixt all. It just doesn't. And so at one point in the morning, I had someone because so my legs are covered in tattoos.
Okay.
Which is they did such a good job. Like
Yeah, you
I
didn't
might
see-
make
oh,
him
they
pull down
covered-
his pants.
Yeah, they have to cover them all. So it's
You had
about
nothing. You didn't
2.5
have
hours.
Damn, with
They
makeup.
covered
Okay.
everything from, so I've got some on my ankles, and then my legs, my like thighs are pretty much, especially my right thigh, is covered from the knee up.
Okay.
From like knee to butt, like covered. And they covered all of those. But afterwards, so I get wrapped and I come back and I'm peeling these jeans off because they're stuck to all of this stuff.
Oh my god.
And I go into the makeup trailer and the very, very nice lady there says, and the team on This Is Us, everybody that I interacted with was incredible.
Were they?
And I think that's
We
what
absolutely
speaks
love
to
that show.
that
We
particular
love the
show running so well is because the people attached to it are absolutely incredible. But by the end of the day, I am standing in a trailer naked. Like actually naked. Just holding my cash and prizes. And I'm covered, and I'm not exaggerating, because at this point it's from my neck down that I'm covered in shaving cream. Because apparently shaving cream takes off the makeup that covers up the tattoos, but I'm also spray tanned.
Sticky, right?
Oh my.
And I'm sticky, so I'm peeling the pants off. I get the pants off, and they say go to the makeup trailer to get the stuff removed because you can't take it off otherwise. Because I was like, I'll just go home.
Yeah,
this
and
is
just take it
fine.
off.
I'll figure it out. And they're like,
They
you
said, no,
won't.
you
won't figure it out.
Well, it has to be thick, strong.
She sprays
makeup.
Gillette shaving cream over my entire body and proceeds. So I'm standing there at the end of the day while someone's just going,
Massaging your
so where are you from?
They're cleaning you
The
off,
whole body.
and you're naked.
Whole body.
The habooey is gone or still on?
Habooey's gone.
Oh, the habooey is off. So
Yeah.
no habooey.
He's a buoyless.
Damn. And sure, you're just like,
So when you see certain stuff, like
Wow.
you see it a certain way, but you
Yeah.
forget that.
All
that
that
was
went into
3.5 hours of filming.
Yeah.
That was.
multiple takes.
There was only 3 people in that scene,
Mm-hmm.
4 people in that scene other than me.
Yeah.
But there's actually 40 people on set making that happen.
Yeah.
And they're all
That's
going, hey, do you need
ridiculous.
this? Hey, do you need this? Hey, do you? And I'm just standing there with the towel being like, it's really cool. I'd rather y'all just move around me so I can just like,
Just
I'm cool
yeah.
with it. Trust me.
Yeah.
I promise, of all the people you've worked with, I don't care.
Yeah.
No, he's the most low key. It's amazing to watch, actually. When I come on set, whatever he's doing, they're always like, he's so like chill.
Oh,
He's so
shoot.
low. He doesn't need anything. And I'm like, I know. He just wants to like get the scene done. And like, especially because people are worried about you being comfortable. Like,
Yeah.
Sometimes he does like has to do like provocative things. Well, I think today was amazing because we clicked.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
We have a bond now, and
Yes.
then when we want to like get
I want to get
focused
deep because we can talk
certain-
about
Exactly.
Yeah.
get
Exactly.
vulnerable.
And I
It's
think
nice to
pick
be with
one
people
small
that,
question,
that
yeah.
have, especially, and I'll say this, it is really, 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 really exciting to be with people who have been together not just longer than us, but who have experienced more life than we have. Because
Yes.
one of the things that we talk about all the time, and I said this early on to y'all, I don't know whether we were recording or not, but I said, part of love, when we came up with that name, it was, we don't know everything about love,
Yeah.
but we know this is a part of love.
Right.
And that's the thing, is part of love is about our experiences.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And just hoping that can impart something on helping people find the love they deserve.
Yes.
But you two have had specifically very different experiences, but the next level. You have 3 children. You have a home. You have literally twice as many years married as we do. And that's such a beautiful thing that we're so fortunate to be able to be here. I know that I speak for both of us as a family when I say thank you for not just loving each other the way that you do, but for being such a great example of, okay, this is what it's going to take.
Right.
This
Right.
It's so amazing to watch it like I was saying, I mean, you can only really you can either mirror what you grew up with, or you can
True.
just pave your own way and break the chains. And we are all chain breakers,
Right.
I'm sure.
Right.
I can
Oh, yeah.
speak for all of
Yeah.
us, right?
Yes.
But I haven't had it modeled for me even my friends, I haven't had it modeled for me yet. How do you do this with kids? How do you do this when life gets more complicated than even just the two of us and work and things? And like, this is so inspiring. So I feel so divine.
Well, y'all are where we wish we would have been when we got together. Yeah.
We didn't.
Because we were like, man, we've been, now Kaylin's amazing.
Yeah.
That's my daughter, no matter what. I didn't, that's not, I wasn't her, what do you call it? No, you said sperm donor.
Well, I call him a sperm donor.
I wasn't her sperm donor.
But like I told you.
Yeah,
that's my daughter. That's my first baby.
Yeah.
But we always talked about, man, it'd been great if we just had each other for years.
Yeah.
Which that's like our ideal. Y'all are our ideal. We would have wanted to be.
Yeah.
And it's awesome that y'all are going that way, because we were never where you were.
Never.
Where you are now? Yeah, we weren't there.
We're trying to be like you guys.
We're trying to catch up. We're trying to catch up right now.
Like we're flipping. Like, okay, our kids are big, and now we're gonna travel, and we're gonna do our
That's the most beautiful thing. That's what we love, is that and that's why we say specifically this is what we know, but we don't know everything, because your love is no different than our love.
True.
The love itself, and this is why this definition is so fucking important. The action over time.
Yeah.
Your action over time. You are choosing each other.
Yeah.
We are choosing each other, and the way that we have gone about it is that we are choosing each other and we chose each other to figure out our stuff so that we could have a family.
Right.
You have chosen
We're doing
your
it backwards.
life. You did it. No, I mean, circumstances brought you in a different way. God said, you know what? This is how this is going to go.
Right.
Do you really want this?
Yeah.
And you did, and you created that.
I think we had to ask that question a while. I mean, we make it look easy now, but no, there were times where it's like, what the hell do we do? Like,
but
that's why these things are so important.
Yeah, what did we really get ourselves into?
But isn't that why these things, these podcasts are so important?
So not everything is just the perfect, everything wasn't awesome, everything wasn't great. Everyone has their ebbs and flows.
Yes.
And it's funny because I was reading this thing that Leonette sent me, which I thought was just awesome. Because they talk about, when you're in a marriage or in a relationship, you have to be very humble. Because your weaknesses are so exposed in a marriage, in a relationship, when you're in love with someone, because it's more exposed than any other relationship that you have.
Should be.
I mean, you're like...
It should be.
Like when you were talking about your Frozen cry. I mean, but that was... You were so exposed that you had to become humble to even open yourself up to each other. Because if you weren't humble, then everything else didn't matter. Nothing else would have come of that moment.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's that resonated with me when you were talking about that. I heard Angelina mention that in their last podcast.
Yeah.
But it's funny to hear your perspective from it, too, because now it brings it all together.
Yeah.
Because she was on the other side of the door, you were on this other side, but yeah, it was great to hear that.
So, I mean, you already claimed this, so I'm going to try and live up to your expectations here. But she claimed that I was really good at closing things and full circling things, and so I'm going to do my best here.
Okay, let's do it, because we got 7 minutes.
Yeah, so I got this. I think I can do it. I think I can do it in 120 seconds.
You got it.
So the reality is, this speaks back to what we've all been talking about, but what Philip and I have experienced of wanting to set a different example, wanting to give possibility to people that haven't necessarily had that as an option. I think that that's the goal of this podcast, and not to put something on you.
No, that's
but
true.
I believe that that's the goal of this podcast. That is definitely the goal of Part of Love, is to model something that we didn't have modeled. It's to model love, to show it in a way that says, hey, you will fuck up. You are going to make mistakes, and I'm not going to leave you because of that.
Yeah.
You are going to make mistakes. I will leave you, though, if you don't learn from them.
True.
if you don't grow, if you don't change. But the mistake doesn't define you. It's what you do after that. Right? And I think that that's why we are the way we are. We try so hard to give an option. I know that for me, I just want someone to see, like, it's okay. It's cool. Like, I know maybe you don't see that in me right now, but I promise you, I have hurt the way you're hurting. I have wanted what you're wanting. I have felt this. There is another side to it. You've got to go get it though. I can show it to you, but you have to go get it.
Yeah.
And I think in a beautiful and a true, in the love you deserve, I shouldn't say true love because that puts it out in this ethereal sense, but in the love you deserve, there is something there that says, I see you. I see who you really are. I see what you can be. I want to help you get there, but I'm not going to sacrifice everything that I am to help you get there. There is a middle ground. There's a constant clashing against each other, and coming together in the sense of, this is what we want. We want to grow together, as Philip said. Like, that's what a beautiful marriage is built on.
True.
Right?
True. Definitely.
We just need to end on that because that was gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right.
Yeah.
Cheers, y'all.
Cheers.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you so much for listening to Virago 24/7. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And please give us 5-star ratings. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Virago24_7 and on Facebook at Virago24/7. And just connect with us and share your story. We'd love to hear from you.